Here's how to set up a Bybit account in less than 3 minutes. Let's get to it. To make things easy, you could use my link in the description just to make sure you don't end up on the wrong platform. Check out the right site to pick if you're going through Google, or the link below is a quicker way to get there. It should look something like this. It's in English because that's the way I use the platform. But don't sweat it, you can have it in French if you'd rather. There's an option somewhere, but honestly, the English isn't anything too crazy, you'll see. You can create an account using Google or Apple. I'd suggest using a crypto-specific email to make things less cluttered and easier to manage. Get yourself a secure email with a solid password. Plus, I'd recommend using a secure password manager. There are a handful of good ones on the market. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. Once that's sorted, put in your email and come up with a password. Make sure it's a good, long, secure password and jot it down somewhere. Ignore this screen here. It's just my password manager doing its thing. I didn't save my password since this is just a demo account. They'll send you a code for email verification, so get over to the email you chose to create the account and note down the 6-digit code they sent you. Once you sort out your email, you're on this page. It tells you about the first time bonus of $20. You can use that for derivative markets, futures contracts. I'll explain what all that is in a bit. Just click on claim and you can close up this box. Congrats, you're on your Bybit account and ready to roll. Okay, so now we'll go through some of the features and security settings. So these are the bonuses you'll get. Deposit $100 in 7 days and you get an extra 10 USDT. If you trade $500 worth, you get another 15 USDT. And lastly, all this needs to be done within 30 days. There you have it, all set. Done within the first 30 days after signing up. I'm telling you, reaching $500 volumes is something we do very, very quickly. It's super easy. Now, in the following situation for obtaining a luxury drop, I think there's loads of goodies in it, like lots of money, a big bunch of USDT, and I can't remember what else. You need to do $10,000 in the first 30 days, which fewer people will be able to do. Those who are at least a little experienced can have fun doing it. It's not too difficult. To do a $500 volume, all you really need to do is take your $100 in derivative markets, use leverage, set it to X5, which means the risk of liquidation is quite low and the fluctuations won't be too big. You'll either lose very little or win very little, regardless of what you decide to do. In fact, all you need to do is open the position and close it a few minutes later. Maybe you're down $5 and have lost $5, but you'll have picked up $15 in USDT. That's just a random example I'm giving you. I'm not telling you that's what you should do. Or you could get lucky, make an easy $10 and close the position with a profit. And on top of that, you get your 15 USDT. That's the idea for this. Same logic applies to the $10,000, but it's definitely tougher to reach. You'd need to do more trading, or you could go X100. But the risk is massive. You might lose your $100 if you're a beginner, so don't even think about it. And then you have $100 right below. Oh no, wait, it wasn't there, it was here. This time they are offering $10 for buying cryptocurrency. That's bought in spot and not in a derivative. Then own your cryptocurrency, your very own cryptocurrency, on your Bybit account. So once you've deposited the $100 using a card, yes, that's right. Basically, just deposit money from a third party, and that includes that bonus as well. You'll see this page. So you will also get this bonus. There are several security levels. I recommend going up to level 2 to ensure maximum security. I have level 2 and it's not much different. For level 1, all you need is your ID, take a selfie, and you're all set. You'll be verified in no time. And then the second thing, you can get your address checked and you'll get level 2 security. It's pretty simple to do. Once you're here, you can just upload your documents, choose your region, After you've uploaded the documents, they'll ask you to take a selfie with your phone, and then you just hit submit. Once that's done, I suggest you go to the security section and beef up your account security as much as possible. Meaning you should use SMS authentication if you want. That will be your identity verification done. I suggest a second authentication method like Google. It's super easy to use, and you can even check off whatever you want here for maximum verification. Meaning you create a list with only the addresses to which you want to make withdrawals, and you can adjust the withdrawal limits as you wish. To buy your first cryptos, go here. There's a one-click buy option where you can either deposit euros into your Bybit account through this fiat deposit option, or you can make a bank transfer. Just select the steps, choose the amount you want, hit accept, then continue, and they'll ask for your bank's name, etc. How much you want to send, and it'll be done. Normally it's quick, it says 1 to 3 days, but often it's done in one. There are tiny fees here, and you have lots of other methods to choose from. Just pick whatever suits you best. So that's if you wanted to deposit euros straight into the account to then exchange from there. If you want to deposit euros initially and let them sit a bit in the account, because you don't necessarily want to buy right away. Otherwise, head back here and simply choose the card payment option. Like before, choose the amount and the currency of your card. Select the crypto you want and hit add card. They'll ask you for the information and then the purchase will be placed. Lastly, there's the derivatives part, basically future contracts on cryptos. I'll explain how even beginners can use this super simply. You need to understand that it does involve more charges than spot market, that is directly owning your crypto on the Bybit account. Well, owning is a big word since technically it belongs to Bybit, it's on Bybit. But I mean, you're not exposed to a futures contract, you won't get liquidated even if the price goes to zero. Just your remaining value, it will fluctuate. On perpetual contracts, you expose yourself to a risk of liquidation and losing everything. However, one way you can use futures, I remind you that there are other platforms like Binance that no longer offer futures in France, and Bybit is the second biggest platform in the world for futures trading after Binance. So if you live in France, like a lot of people, you don't have a choice. You'll have to use Bybit. What you could do is, for example, as we saw with the FTX bankruptcy, a lot of people lost a lot of money by leaving too much in the accounts. The solution to that would be to leave much less in your direct accounts on the exchanges to lessen the impact in case of trouble, hacks, losses, bankruptcy. Let me explain. Say you have $1,000 capital on your spot. That is in your Bybit account, but only want to leave $250. So in case of a loss, you only lose $250. But you still want to keep on trading as if you had $1,000. So you transfer your $250 by hitting the transfer button that's also available in the assets area. In your assets, wait, you've got it again somewhere, or well, you've got it scattered all over the place. So you make a small transfer of 250 USDT from spot A to derivatives market. And what you do is that you then withdraw the other $750 to your account to a different exchange, to a ledger, wherever, to get them out of the risk, right? From all the risks mentioned earlier. So here you'll be with your $250. Simple so far, you'll have to use leverage. And in this case, I won't go into details but you set yourself on isolated, select the X4 leverage, and you see how on Bybit we can be very precise with the leverage. It's by increments of 0.2. You go for X4 and you don't have to be a math whiz to calculate 250. X4 is $1,000. It's as if you're trading with $1,000. You buy your BTC on the futures at X4. You click on order buy, set it to value. Well, that's how I prefer it. You enter $250, which will then be multiplied by 4. That'll give you a market value of $1,000. But be careful. X4 means if the market drops by 25%, you get liquidated. And it'll be a bit less as the liquidation is always slightly ahead. So roughly if you buy BTC at X4 and if BTC falls by 20%, you get liquidated, you lose your entire $250. There's no, I'll wait until it comes back up. Nope, your contract will get liquidated. That's the big difference. You don't actually own anything. These are just contracts, just paper, so to speak. And you are exposing yourself to this risk. Take all this with a pinch of salt. I don't think it's for everyone. But I wanted to mention it since some might already have a clue and might not have thought of it. Or don't do it this way. Personally, I'm leaning more and more towards this given the issues. It's up to you to decide what to do. Remember, you have $10 bonus to play around with the futures market. If you want to dip your toes in, see how it all works, you can use a smaller or larger leverage. Throw in your $10 and watch. You'll see lots of useful information on your liquidation price, entry prices, costs and such. I'm not going into the nitty-gritty of futures in this video. Whenever I say futures, I'm talking of the derivatives market. So that's a wrap for this video. Now you've got your Bybit account and dipped your toes into the derivatives market, and you can buy your first cryptocurrencies in spot. I'll catch you next time with another video on Bybit or other more detailed exchanges.